Greasing Gears TV. We're on the show floor at Donnie Smith, and man, how often are you happy to see two of your old teachers? Well, they weren't my teachers, but they're two old teachers, and we were joking that we were young men here once together.
One time.
Mr. Jones and Mr. Bass. I probably don't at this point even have to introduce you guys anymore, but teacher, Lakeville North. I always say that wrong because I got so many years I got used to saying
Chocolate Classic. Kennedy, yeah.
Right.
And then Eden, New York, man.
Eden, New York.
Eden, New York.
So when you think about two of the guys that actually built the whole idea of bringing motorcycle curriculum into high school classes, this is where it came from. Starts with Mr. Bass. You've been doing it how many years now?
16.
16 years. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And this is the return to the
Back
show
at
this
it,
year
yeah.
after
You know,
COVID.
like with COVID and all that, it was sad. You know, broke our heart to not be able to be here and see people. But we're back now, and we're going to keep it going. And you know, Mr. Jones and I, we've been best friends ever since we first met. You know, and we have that shared vision of if it's good for the kids, it's good to do. You know, and as long as the kids want to do it, we're going to do it. You know, and it's been amazing how much our students have embraced the idea, taken it to the next level, and they make us proud. You know, like. It's fun for us to go. We're not going to work, man. We're going to a big playground where we can watch kids just succeed. It brings a tear to my eye, you know. So
best job in the world.
You know, one of the things that we got to talk about, though, the greatest part is watching, especially because you and I have been friends for so long. It was basic industrial arts when you started, but now, like when you look back here and you see you guys are doing CNC programming and water jetting, like these are real skills that you're sending kids that whether they ever touch a motorcycle again or not, and God hope they do, but if they never touch a motorcycle again, you're given real skills. We're putting, a lot of people talk about us needing to do as the United States, we need to build things again. Well, this is where that starts, and you're giving them those skills.
Yeah, you know, if you don't evolve and keep becoming better, you become obsolete, you know. And as teachers, him and I know, like we've seen things change from the old traditional industrial arts, you know, and now it's STEM and tech ed, and we still do the old traditional stuff because, man, we have a love for, you got to know where it started, you know. If you don't know how to run a South Bend lathe, you don't need to be running no Haas mill because that's going to give you the appreciation for what that technology is doing for you, you know. Get in the trenches, get dirty, and now you can do the clean stuff too. And then what do you like? Because some kids, they want to stay with it. They love the stick weld. They don't want to TIG weld. They are, or whatever, but every kid's different. And we give them about 100 doors to open, right? And they can pick which one they want. But if you don't give them enough doors, they might pick the wrong one. We want to make sure we give them enough doorways and opportunity. They're going to find the path that's best for them, and we embrace that, and that's what we do, you know, to give them that opportunity.
It's changed, too, just piggybacking on that. I think we're getting a lot, at least me personally, I'm getting a lot more support from at the corporate level where you've got companies who are willing to step in and say, hey, we're going to need welders or we're going to need machinists, so why don't we, you know, actually support it at a lower level rather than waiting until they get to college or in an internship program for a trade or whatever, you know.
Well, and I think too, like, you know, back to the whole where it starts, planting those seeds early on. You know, kids are getting influenced now from such a young age with everything with phones and computers, and like to have something at that very beginning where they're starting to get inspired. Christ, I remember when I was a kid trying to figure out what I was going to do for a living when they started having the job things, you know, job day at school, and it was like, you have no idea what you're going to do. You know, at least at that point, you guys are already involved with them, man, and you're giving them an idea of these are the things that are available.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's exposure.
Exposure, right? And we're all the same. Like, we would have went to high school together, we probably would have been the best friends, you know, and sitting in the shop, doing burnouts in the parking lot. Yeah, in detention, right?
Maybe.
But what's cool is that, you know, like the brotherhood it's created, you know, like this small idea has brought us together and all these people together because they care about what we're doing. I never realized that many people gave a shit about what we were doing until it became known. And like, you know, Cycle Source, you're one of our first biggest ever supporters, man. I had a card table at the smokeout. Nobody knew who I was. A teacher, whatever. This man stops up, talks to me, says, we're going to tell your story. We're going to tell your story, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, is he real deal or not? Well, let's let him see it. He's going to look a sinker. He's going to swim, man. And I made sure I was up at the top of that ocean, just, you know, surfing.
A lot of years, both you guys. I want to thank both of you for all of that work.
Thank you for supporting
I know
what
a lot
we do.
of people come up and they appreciate what you're doing, but I know behind the scenes to keep anything like this going, the personal sacrifice that goes on, the time you give up with your families and everything, that is beyond the humanitarian effort that you're doing. So thank you both for that.
Thank you for what you do.
Thanks for the support.
Check them out, Mr. Jones, Mr. Bass, bringing the chopper class here to Donnie Smith this year.
Yeah.
But more importantly, if you have an opportunity, whether it's these two guys or somebody bringing a chopper class into your local high school, help
Support
these
it.
guys out.
And just
Support
know,
'em, please.
You can get a hold of either one of us anytime. We'll share our curriculum, we'll share ideas, we'll share support to help it go, because we want to see it spread. It's not about just him and I. We want, if in our perfect world, every high school in the world would have this going on, because we see how good it is for those kids.
Absolutely.
So let's spread it, keep it going,
Right on, man. Coming to you live from the Donnie Smith Show. This is Chris with Cycle Source Magazine, Grease and Gears TV.